Fresh crack of the Muscle Nation protein water might be our new thing going forward again. Muscle Nation, come sponsor us. But Tackles and Tinnies, we are back, and it is 10:50 a.m. on the 17th of December. And I've been posting on socials recently regarding the NRL SuperCoach team picker. And guess what? We're back. We are so back. I'm doing a live reaction, full team pick. I've got about half an hour before I've got to leave. Hopefully it doesn't take more time than that. I'm frothing at the mouth. Okay, last year I was a top 800. This year we're going top 500. Adam, I know you'll be listening to this and you'll be watching this, and you became third last year. This year, I'm coming for your rank, baby. Coming for your rank. Okay, I've got Team Picker open. I've done nothing. Haven't seen any players, but let's go straight into it. So, right now, on hooker, who am I thinking? Okay, so we've got guys like Blake Brayley, we got Harry Grant, Marshall King, Connor Watson. So Watson's still got that flex position. Love that. Tommy Starling, he was a hidden gem last year in regards to his role, only at 330k last year. He's up to 547. Coruscant, yeah, Smokey, do you like that? Again, if he gets that 80-minute role, 540k could be enticing. Sammy Verrills, not liking that too, honestly. Okay. Damien Cook, 526k, not sure. Sandon Smith, does he start? Not sure there either. Reece Robson, that's enticing. Okay, he's going to a red hot Roosters team. DCE's in there. 80-minute hookup position. Could be good. Some other guys we could potentially look at. Now, there's a guy in my mind, Reed Marnie. Okay, looking to get that 80-minute roll again. Let's chuck him in here for now. And then from there, we'll have a quick little look-see. And maybe Bailey Hayward. Okay, there's our two. Bailey Hayward more than likely starting hooker next year. Got that clear path moving forward. Maybe a Talon De Silva could be a cheapy hooky position that we could look at. A Brandon Smith, that's very enticing. Role pending. That's maybe a draft sort of 2 sort of vibe in terms of our team role. But Reed Marnie, 80-minute potential. Bailey Hayward, 80-minute potential. Very good chance of making me some money, which is very, very important. Let's go straight to fullback. Now, do we just go big dog straight up? So Tedesco, 869k. Reece Walsh popped off last year, 835k. Drinkwater, old reliable. Hamiso, yeah, tempting. Now, Turbo at 692. Do like that. Rather get him early than later. The Jamal Fogarty situation, that's another hurdle to look at. Ponga, very enticing at 607k. More than likely goal kicking. Definitely underpriced. Jai Gray, starting at fullback. Red hot potential there. I've seen photos of the Rabbitohs left edge of Cody Walker, Fafita, and Latrell Mitchell with AJ on that left-hand side, which means Jai Gray could be starting at fullback. Very tempting. Plotters, you got Kennedy, Chance, reliable, but yeah, they're not high upside guys. Sua Longo and Keanu Keeney. This is very, very enticing. And let's just chuck them in just for now to have a little look-see if that fits anywhere else. Is there any super cheap guys that I can have a look at? K Dykes, probably not for the doggies, but that gives me a fair bit of position and fair bit of money to go at. So for that, let's chuck red hot Reece Walsh in at the flex position for now, which gives us to 934. Okay, like that. Now, let's go straight to Payne Haas. Straight to front row, straight to Payne Haas. He's safe. He's reliable. He's top dog. He's a gun. I do like that. Now, Keon. Very, very good in the back half of the year. Do like him at front row. Big minute player. Rabbitohs have that high upside now. Very tempting. Isaiah Papali'i, very good in the internationals as long as Nafahe White, also very, very good. Role pending, minute pending, not too sure on draft version 1. I do love a duel. As you guys know, I do love a duel. So Jermaine Hopgood, very tempting at 517k. Minutes. Not sure if he's going to get that. Who else can we have a look at here? Xavier Willison got that dual position. Does he start in the front row? Potentially. Yeah, they're probably the main guys. Now we're looking at real cheapies down here. Not overly keen. Spencer Linu. Thomas Flegler. Very interesting. Do you waste a trade early on? For me personally, I might have my Flegler at sort of a FRF number 4, and at 346k, I hope this doesn't bite me in the bum later on, but let's chuck him in. Let's chuck him in for now. Again, Terrell May, just set and forget. I think there's going to be more value in a Keon Kulamatangi. So let's get Keon in. And I'm going to leave my other front row position available for now. Oh, this is tough, guys. This is very tough. Halfback. Jaden Campbell. Anyone liking that? In the comments. JC, Titans, boys. Titans. Lukey Metcalf coming back from the ACL. Lockie Galvin getting a preseason there. Mitchell Moses. Now, Dylan Brown. Interesting conversation to have here. Halfback only. Would love to see that dual position with 5'8". Would be more enticing. Oh, Newcastle Knights, but that's my rule of thumb, though. Get good players in good teams. That is normally my rule of thumb. Daniel Atkinson. Okay, more than likely getting the starting halfback position. Do we just say screw it? Do we just go Sanders and Atkinson? All right, let's do it for now. Double cheapy, halfback. I know I'm letting go of some other top dogs, but I tell you what, more than likely starting there, and they're going to make me some mass cash. Now, we could talk strategies in regarding to a round 3 switch, going for more of a Cleary, get the points early, and then downgrade later on. But then I'm essentially going to have to do a double trade. Let's leave this for now and have a look. So currently we got 6.998 mil with about half the team picked, and we got some big positions to fill. Let's get a gun or two at center wing. Now the conversation is, do we just get Herbie in straight away? At 825k, god damn, he was so good last year. But again, hurt his hamstring. He looked good for England, however. Can we afford him? That is the question. And I'm probably trying to look for a bit more value. So we got guys like Karaz, Marky Mark in the mid 700k range. Val Holmes is in that. Kale Ero in a very good team at 700k. The money man, Christian Tuipulotu. I would be frothing for some Christian Tuipulotu. But again, I need to see how the Dragons play in the preseason to get a crack there. RTS at 670k. Spicy, love RTS. Garrick, I had him all last year. Does he convert? I don't know. That is a big question. Because if he's not converting, I'm not too sure. Yeah, he's definitely a guy that I kind of want. But if he's not going to be goal kicking, probably not worthwhile. Bradman Best, high upside player, more of a draft guy in my eyes. Too many injuries. Yeah, you got guys like Casey McLean. Shibasaki, absolute unsung hero from last year. Popped off, very durable. Latrell Mitchell, 626k. Give me some of that. He'll be kicking. Taylor May. Spicy. Don't mind that. Jermaine Asako does not got any ball. No thank you. Been burnt too many times there. Maxi Fengay. Now, chance of playing at centre for the Titans. Very, very tempting. Jackson Purdue. We're going to come revisit that one soon at 557k. Has that dual position. So maybe if an AJ Brimson-esque type player is there, I might be more inclined, but I need to see that later on. Cobbo outside Herbie Farmworth could be good. Great meterage. Let's chuck Cobbo in. And what's that cash looking at? 5.8. Tell you what, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Let's keep having a look. Seb Chris. Yeah, tempting. Ramian. Solid. I think we're going to have to get some of these really cheapy centre wing guys. High upside players. Who we got down here? Oh, sorry, Max Fengay for the Titans. Apologies, guys. Got that one wrong. Todd Munro, Campbell Graham, centre wing. If he starts on the wing, I kind of like that at 430k. Will Warbrick, pretty high upside guy. Who else we got here? Any one of these guys can be starting. A De Groot. Does he get a wing position for the Titans? Moses Leo. Nah, he won't be starting. Jesse McLean. Nah, he won't be starting. Tommy Chester. Does he get a crack? That'd be an interesting conversation for later on. Tough. I think we're going to have to just try to get some of these 400 to 500k type of guys. Joel Skelton, he's solid. Can Billy Smith stay healthy? Brian Kelly, absolutely no chance. Oh, this is tough, guys. Very, very, very tough. Not sure. Let's go to another position for now. So currently we've got Latrell and Cobbo. They haven't even touched second row or 5'8". All right, let's have a look at 5'8". Fletcher Sharp, too expensive, 730k, no chance. Karen Munster, 682. Set and forget sort of vibe. Brimson, 649. Tempting. DCE is 5'8". Interesting. That could be underpriced. Ethan Strange, 610. Gunn. Ezra. High upside player there. Burton at 557. That is tempting. Does he start at 5'8"? Surely. Luai can't be as worse as last year, surely. Got a bit of a higher upside player in Cody Walker, only 400k. Does he stay healthy? Injury riddled season last year. Let's have a look at some of these other guys. Is anyone standing out here? Not really. Okay. Maybe we get... Let's do it. Cody Walker. Welcome to the team, mate. And... yeah, tough. Kind of like a Matty Burden. Kind of want some more Broncos. Ethan Strange. He's a gunner. Absolute gun. The Sam Walker DC experiment. Not sure how it's going to go. Let's go get some other guys. Let's try second row. Okay, Hudson Young. Top fella at 754k. Dylan Lucas has lost that center wing duel at 744k. Tino, second row only at 687k. Obviously, Eli Katoa not playing this year, more than likely, at 728k. Aaron Clark has lost his duel as well. That's a huge loss there. Fermor lost his duel. Kickow, 650k. Homoli, wouldn't mind that if he's running off Jamal Fogarty. Hosking, Nicholson, too hard to tell. Now, Gus Crichton had a very, very good Ashes tour. Kind of like that at 610k, a bit more on the expensive side. But again, in a Red Hot Roosters team, he could be popping off. And an 80-minute player. Tallis Duncan, does he get 80 minutes? Not sure. Connor Watson. Who can we get? A bit of upside. You and Aiken, potentially. Where's my boy? Former Titans player. Where are you? You know who I'm talking about, guys. Nanai, Rocks and Diamonds. Lecker. Does Kurt Donahue start at lock? Kind of like that. Big boy for feeder. There he is. Dave for feeder at 485k. Yes, sir. I'll take that. Now, we need to get some other guys. Kobe Heverington. Does he get a lock position? Bit of a plot, though. I had him last year. Khalees Haas, is he locked down a second row starter position? Jermaine McEwen, kind of like that at 407,000. He gets that second row position now, especially with Kai Pearce, Paul going to the West Tigers. Does Lukey. Lukey's pretty good too. Let's get him in. If he gets that second row position at 400k, I think there's a bit of value there. How many more positions? 2 more second row. Need some more cheaper guys. Who else can we look at? There's a guy I'm looking for in particular. Brandon Piacore at 305k. Yep, you're in, son. And then there's one more boy I'm looking for. And I'm hoping he's bottom dollar. He's only played one game. But he's definitely a cheapie. Alright, let's type him in. Cooper Buy. Not in second row. Not in front row. Cooper, they've stitched you up, mate. You're not even in the game. I feel for you, son. Alright, so we've got 3.2 mil, and we've got how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oy, not good. Okay. We are burning cash left, right, and center. Okay. Definitely need a cheapy-ish front rower. Hate the plotters, but does Spencer have a bit of a rebound season? Does he have a rebound season? Taniela Paseka at 320. I like that. Definitely like that. That's good value, guys. That's a really good pick, in my opinion. Taniela Paseka at 328k. Very, very good. Anyone else? Potentially that I'm missing? Does Curtis Morrison get a bench spot for the Titans? Royce Hunt, absolute. It's a trap. Takura potentially gets a bench spot for the Titans. Not Titans, the Broncos, sorry. Lazarus Valepu, tempting. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. Center wing. We have some money to burn, 2.9 mil, and we have a lot of positions to fill. All right, guys, we're going to have to go cheapish around here. Now, Pompey, solid. I've got an inkling Jack White's going to be at 5'8" now, or the other center position. But he will get no ball if that left edge for the Rabbitohs is stacked, which means that's enough for me, dog. Does De Groot start? No, I don't reckon. Candy Shop, no chance. This is tough, guys. So tough. Robert Derby. I do rate him. Very hard-working outside back for the Cowboys. Jojo Fafita, solid. Gerald Skelting, solid. Does get a little bit injured. Dean Mariner. I do want some Broncos backline. Who's going to be left-hand side? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Karapani. But that Broncos attack is spicy, isn't it? I do have Walshy there. Oh, guys, tough. Can we afford it? That is the question. We're looking... This is too expensive. All right. probably need the guys in there. Okay, Gerald Skelton, you're in, son. Robert Derby, you're in. What are we up to? 1.9 mil, and we have 5 positions. Oi, not ideal. We do need some cheaper guys. Just who will be starting? It's really hard to tell, guys. Obviously, day one of our SuperCoach. We're in mid-December. So many variables up for grabs in regards to positions. Okay, let's have a look at second row again. Maxi Plath coming back, 2RF only. Does he start at lock? Likely. Let's have a quick look at his stats. Can we do that? No. Don't mind Max Plath. Is there anyone that's sticking out to me? That Khalees Haas pick at second row could be good. I just don't know. It's so hard with these cheapies, guys. Like, do they get a spot? Again, this is my 2RF number 6. None of these guys look like they're going to probably get a run straight away, at the least. Does Jacob Laban? Probably not. I don't want dead weight. I definitely want to be making money. I'd rather spend a tiny little bit more with a little bit more upside. Semi Sasangi, but it's too much depth at the Raiders. Khalees Haas is just, if he starts at second row, that's going to be huge value. Leilua. Willison, huge upside guy. Again, it's just minutes for me. Minutes. Kurt Donahue. Now, I think I'd just rather spend the extra money and get Max Plath in, which means we've got 1.4 mil for 4 positions. We are cooked, and we've already got double cheapy halfback. That's crazy. Okay. Anyone in this fight? Oh, Pezzett. Silly. He's in straight away. Done. Lock and load. Now, 1.1. So got about at 350k per position. If we can snag someone super cheap, but who will that guy be? I need them to play. They have to be making money. It's way too early in the process not to be thinking guys who will not be playing. But we're already up to bloody 369k on screen, so not ideal. Jackson Paulo probably not playing. DWZ. The definition of rocks and diamonds, I cannot do it. Okay, Willie Warbrick, few concussion problems. High upside guy. Zach Labour. Let's go Warbrick. We're actually cooked. How are we going to afford this? We need someone cheaper. Reece Walsh, just for now. I hate doing it. But is there another guy who has value that we can look at getting in that's going to give us a bit more room for growth? It's tough, eh? It's so tough. Jerome Hughes at flex. We've already got Sewer. Do want Walshy though. He's just a gun. Tedesco, also gun, proven commodity, always healthy, won't be playing Origin. Whilst 835k. Probably not goal kicking. But is there another guy, again, does he save me 100 grand? Like a Jaden Campbell. If I go JC, that saves me 120 grand, which gives me about 450k per outside back. So if we go to like a Bailey Simonson, probably starting at centre now because of Zachy Lomax not being there. Kind of like that. And then 437k. Who we got? Campbell Graham. Just Cowboys, Zach Laybut. That's also tempting. Xavier Savage, bit rocks and diamonds for me. Do we just go a Campbell Graham? I kind of like it. Okay. How are we looking? 6,500 left in the bank. First draft, haven't touched it. Okay, haven't touched it. Might have to get... Yeah, let's save that. Okay. Haven't touched it. This is draft 1, video 1. 0 changes. This is just literally filling a team. Don't hate it. Don't love it. A lot of work to do. But at fullback, we have got Sua Falongo and Keanu Keeney. High upside guys. Plenty of money to be made. And at flex, we got Jaden Campbell. Reluctantly, but again, solid player. Centre wing, Latrell, Cobbo, Skelton, Derby with Warbrick, Simonson, and Graham off the bench. I thought centre wing this year's definitely been the hardest position to fill. 5'8", Cody Walker, high upside guy, but can he stay healthy? And Jonah Pezzett at 235k. I think that's an absolute steal. At halfback, I've gone double cheapy, bit wild, but Atkinson at 235k and Saunders at 246. We need money. It's obviously clear that we desperately need money. But again, I got 3 cheapies in the halves. Good potential there. Second row, I got Gus Crichton. He's definitely not safe in draft number 2 of this series, the SuperCoach series. Got Dave Fafita. Love that he's staying. McEwen, role pending, but if he starts at second row for the Knights, like it. Lukey coming back from an ACL, high upside guy. Piacora, well, Madge kind of screwed his value at the start of the year, but I tell you what, he looked bloody good when Reece Walsh made that run. And then Maxi Plath coming back, kind of like that as well. Again, role pen. If he starts at lock, good, like it. Front row, Payne Haas, Keon. Payne Haas, lock and load, set and forget. Keon, bit more variability, but he has that bit more upside comparatively to some other guys in a similar price bracket. Again, we could have looked at guys potentially like AFB, potentially like, let's say a cheaper guy we could potentially look at. Nafahu White, maybe. Mitch Barnett. That is interesting. New South Wales / Australian representative in 2024. Mitch Barnett is tempting. If I go there, I could probably get Walshy back. Who makes me more money? Let's have a look. Just for this argument. Keon out. And then we'll chuck in Mitchy Barnett back in. And then we'll look at JC out. And then Reece Walsh back in. I kind of like that. 19 grand. Okay, that's good. Reece Walsh back to flex position. Then we've got Mitch Barnett and Payne Haas with Tommy Flegler. God, who knows what's happening in that situation. He's on track to be playing round 1. Higher upside guy, underpriced. And Taniela Paseka. Manly's arguably one of their best forwards, if not their best forward. He's their enforcer. I think he's been undervalued at 328k. Coming back from the Achilles injury, a little bit scary. Does he play at the start of the year? Not sure. Hooker, I've got Reed Marnie looking for that 80-minute position, and then Bailey Haywood. He's just going to do a job. I think he's a bit undervalued there. Probably will get to about 500 grand, so again, look to upgrade later on, but doesn't play Origin. Pretty injury free, and also he can do a job if Marnie's not delivering there. So that's my team. That's draft number 1. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm a bit rattled at the moment, to be honest. I really haven't touched anything. I just want to hear your guys' comments on what it looks like, what you do differently, who's a must-have, who am I missing? I think there's definitely some undervalued guys that I've not found off first glance. Again, going in completely blind here with no research whatsoever. Who should I change differently? Who's a value pick? Who's overpriced? Who are you avoiding? Let me know in the comments, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. Fantasy Files is back. NRL SuperCoach Team Pick is back. Let's freaking go.